Ashton Jeanty is one of the Heisman favorites and projected first-round draft pick. Many teams could use his skill set, but one team in particular has a glaring need at running back. What if Ashton Jeanty was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys? All right, boys, so here it is. Ashton Jeanty is a member of the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones made the call in the first round, and the Cowboys have their running back of the future. The way this series will work is that we'll mix in some gameplay with simulation. I want the majority of it to be simulation based. I want to see how he performs on the roster, but we will play a few games during the season and hopefully we can make a good push into the playoffs as well. Definitely want to hop on the sticks and try to get some highlights with Jeanty here in his rookie season. And let me know, boys, smash that like button if you're excited for this, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below of who you'd like to see us take over next. But without further ado, let's take a look at Ashton Jeanty here in Madden. He's currently at an 85 overall superstar dev trait. I know 85 is pretty high up for a rookie. I wanted to keep his physical attributes very similar to what they are in college football. I believe he's like a 97 overall, so there's no way we're going to do that one-to-one. So I had to reduce like his juke move, spin move, stiff arm and stuff like that. I reduced it because I feel like maybe with better opponents in the NFL, he won't necessarily be as dominant as he is right now in college, but he won't be losing his speed and agility. So we kept that the same, but we can take a deeper look here at his attributes and see what we're working with here in Jeanty's rookie season. So like I said, he's an 85 overall, 92 speed, 95 acceleration. Strength is at an 85. The main areas that I had to reduce were ball carrier vision, trucking, his break tackle ability, spin move, juke move, stuff like that, right? Again, better competition in the NFL. Probably won't be able to drop guys like he is in college right now, but he will definitely be an impact player for us nevertheless. And don't mind his in-game picture. Of course, Madden only lets us pick some predetermined faces, and I was mostly looking at the hair, and then I didn't realize that he looks bald in the player model here. So hate to do you dirty like that, Ashton, but you look good with the accessories on. That's all that matters. I mean, we have a stacked team here. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, offensive line is pretty decent. That one glaring hole was running back. Rico Dowdle and Ezekiel Elliott were not cutting it, and now all sights are set on the Super Bowl once again. So we'll be player locking Jeanty throughout the season, simulating as well. We'll be looking at his stats. Let me know, what's your projection for Jeanty's rookie season? Leave it down in the comments below. Now, how many touchdowns do you think he's going to rush for? I mean, it's unfortunate that in Madden 25, we don't really have player franchise modes. They took that out for some reason, so we'll just have to kind of sim through it regularly and then just player lock Jeanty when we can. But I feel like it's a perfect fit, man. It's a roster that's ready to go. Let's just hop into week one, man. Season opener. We'll be jumping on the sticks here. Quick look at the franchise settings in terms of league settings for the gameplay. It's going to be on all Madden. Right now, we're running on 7-minute quarters with an accelerated clock. Of course, we'll just be controlling Jeanty throughout the offense. So we'll adjust the quarter length if necessary. If we don't get enough touches, we'll have to increase it a little bit. But without further ado, boys, let's get into the season opener. Ashton Jeanty's debut against the Cleveland Browns. Let's get it going. All right, boys, here we go. Jeanty's first snap in the NFL. The defense did a good job of holding the Browns to nothing. And there goes Jeanty, already going out to the left. Spin move. And he's making his mark on this game already. First rush, 13 yards for Jeanty. Picks up the first down and then some, and that's what I'm talking about, boys. We saw that in college. A lot of people were questioning whether or not it would translate to the NFL, playing against grown men, but I think Jeanty is starting to silence his critics if there were any. And there we go, man. 13 yards on the first drive. Let's keep it rolling here. Second play of the game. Some good blocking, but unfortunately Myles Garrett is able to slip his man. Gets a hand to Jeanty. So, this will be a bit of a hybrid because we don't necessarily have the exclusive ability to be, a player lock franchise. But whenever we are in game, we will just lock it with Jeanty. Try to pull off a spin move, no gain on the play. This ain't college anymore, man. You got some seasoned professionals here. Everyone's trying to make a living. As Jeanty's able to bounce out to the left, just can't get enough speed on it. Picks up about 3. There was a bit of a gap there. Let's see if we can convert and pick up another first down here. It's a quick pass over to Cooks. He gets taken down. It's 4th and inches. Let's see if we can secure the first down. It's a little bit aggressive, no doubt about that. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. The team doesn't block well. Jeanty's still on his feet. Can he fall forward? And he gets just enough. Ashton Jeanty showing off his strength. And a turnover on downs was more than likely. Jeanty bounces off, picks up the first down, and we keep it moving, boys. And there goes Jeanty again, showing off that speed. picks up 9 on the play. Haven't had that highlight reel play just yet, but a very productive set of plays so far for Jeanty. He's still on the field. We're going to give it right back to him, man. Of course, we're going to predominantly run the ball. We're going to switch it out to the left. We actually have a pretty decent numbers advantage. If we can get some good blocking on Garrett there. We do. There goes Jeanty. Tries to pull off the spin move. Gets caught up. But nevertheless, picks up another first down. And this is something the Cowboys haven't had without Jeanty. The offensive run game is rolling right now. Another look at Jeanty. Bounces out to the left. Turns on the jets. You know he's got a lot of speed for a very physical back. He is also very elusive and very quick. Try to get him his first career touchdown. Some good blocking there. We don't pick up the corner. Jeanty only gets 3 on the play. As it's now 3rd and 7. Jeanty's lining up out wide. Might call a bit of an audible here myself and just try to slant it across. And we'll see if we can pick up a touchdown. No, but we do get some good blocking. We don't get a touchdown for Jeanty, but it is a touchdown for Tolbert. And the Dallas Cowboys are on the board early. We're going to switch it over to the left again. Hopefully we can get some good blocking here. There's an additional man not blocked, but it's still enough for Jeanty to secure the first down. And sometimes, boys, that's all you need. Well, this is how it's going to go, man. If we can just continue to chip away, pick up positive yardage, positive plays, you know it's only a matter of time before Jeanty explodes and breaks out for 1. That time is only a pickup of 1. 10 rushes for 46 yards, so averaging about 4.6 a carry. It hasn't been bad so far. We're going to go back to the ground game here on 2nd and 9. We get some pretty decent blocking there. Jeanty's able to get forward, picks up about 5 on the play as it's now 3rd and 4, and we are going to have to pass here. Doing a good job so far. We're going to run it out wide here. We get some good blocking, but there goes Myles Garrett again. That left-hand side was open. We saw a lot of space. Ashton Jeanty has not seen anybody built like Myles Garrett during his time in college. And it is definitely going to take a bit of an adjustment, to say the least. It's a quick slant pass down the middle. It's a fumble, and the Browns recovered. So Dak was trusting Tolbert. But unfortunately, the big hit comes in. Fumble on the play, and that's what I'm talking about, man. The Browns, they're ruthless on defense. And it's a turnover on the play. Big hit coming in. Ball gets knocked loose. Really not much we could do there. Looks like our defense did a good job of getting the ball back. We're already in Cleveland territory. It's a pass play here. We're open with Jeanty. Dak's going to find us, and there goes Ashton Jeanty. Not only can he do it on the ground, but he can do it through the air as well. A viable target for Dak Prescott in the passing game. He's the ultimate weapon, man. This is only the beginning. I'm going to take it back to the ground here with Jeanty. Let's see what we can find here. Decent blocking. Tried to pull off the juke. Still on his feet. Tumbling forward. Gets 6 on the play. Let's see if we can pull off this screen pass here. I know I like to do this in the Bears franchise. Let's see if we can get it. Good pass there from Dak. Finds Jeanty. Still going. Jeanty. Nearly that close to getting his first career touchdown. Stopped at the 1-yard line. But you know we're going to try our best to punch this one in. Get the rookie his first career touchdown. He's been a weapon for us so far on offense. And here he goes again. Come on, boys. Hand it off. Get your head down and get going. And there we go. Ashton Jeanty. The first round selection running back. A lot of people... Oh, don't look at his player picture. You can't see it right now. I'm blocking it. I blocked it there, boys. Don't worry about it. All right. He does look bald. He looks good on the field, though. Gets his first career touchdown. I'm telling you, boys, Ashton Jeanty and this Dallas Cowboys offense is going to be a problem. It is only the beginning, and he's already tearing it up. And there he goes again. There goes Jeanty. Tries to pull off that spin move, man. If he would have got that going... he would have been gone for sure. And hopefully we get a breakout scenario so we can get him an X factor. We get him some more abilities. We'll get his attributes up as well. And he'll be making those guys miss all day long, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. So far, so good. Jeanty is showing us signs of brilliance. Oh, the block is shed there. Good blocking up top. Great job, CD. Jeanty is going. Another big run. And just like that, it's 16 rushes for 88 yards. There's his player photo. Don't look at it too much, boys. We're going to go right back to him. The defense is collapsing. We just really had nowhere to go. I tried to take that out wide, get him around, but Delpit was there. We lose 3 on the play. Let's see if we can get some of those yards back. We're going to hand it off once again here for Jeanty. Good move. Good running inside. Still on his feet. Falls forward. Picks up about 6 on the play. It's 3rd and 7 now. We'll just have to let Brandon Aubrey come in and do his thing. Might even... I'm actually not going to control it. We're just... I guess I don't have a choice here. I have to control it with this weird camera angle. I cannot see anything. And hopefully we can get it. It's a bit left. It's going wide. And we missed the field goal with Aubrey. Normally, I'd want to sim through that. But it is what it is, man. The Browns go down. All they get is a field goal. Our defense is doing a really good job of not giving up anything easy. And ideally, I'd like to run these plays to be away from Myles Garrett. I mean, I feel like that would just be a smart thing to do. So we're going to flip it here to the left. We don't have to worry about going up against Myles Garrett. Hopefully we can get some good blocking here. Nobody picks up that guy there, and no gain on the play. Let's get it going. Good blocking there. Blocking shed, and then Myles Garrett, he's unblockable. 20 rushes for 95 yards. Let's see if we can get another explosive play here before the end of the third quarter. It's going to be a halfback stretch out wide. The blocking gets shed, but there goes Jeanty. If he can just make a man miss, he does. He absolutely drops Delpit with the spin move. 21 rushes for 110 yards and a touchdown as well. Ashton Jeanty is here, folks. We're going to have a little motion pass play here. Going to go out wide with Jeanty. Dak is rolling. We're going to get right in the middle. We get available, but Jeanty drops it. No chance. We saw Dak scrambling out. I had to reduce his catching ability just to kind of reduce his overall a little bit. And there we go, man. We see some signs of his, rookie Ashton Jeanty in the end zone, wide open, but drops a touchdown there as Myles Garrett catches up to him. We still get 6 on the play. And this time we just got Jeanty blocking. We're going to see what we can do. We're going to leak out. Dak, you got to find us. You got to find us. Dak's going for it. He's going to rush it for the end zone. I wanted Jeanty to get that touchdown. We were wide open. But I guess on plays where you're meant to be blocking, maybe the CPU can't find you as a target. It is what it is, man. We tried to run a little audible for ourselves. Nearly got in Dak's way there. Just going to simulate to the offense again. 5 seconds remaining. It looks like it was a turnover on downs. And that's going to do it for this one, boys. We pick up a dub in Jeanty's first game in the NFL against the Cleveland Browns. We're going to run it here one last time. Maybe we can get a big play to end this one off. And there goes Jeanty. If you can keep it going, doesn't get enough to get around. 30 rushes for 141 yards and a touchdown. I mean, so much for expecting, the competition to be more difficult. Those are the numbers that he's been putting up in college. Quick look at Jeanty's stats here. 30 rush attempts, 141 yards, and a touchdown. 4.7 yards per carry. Had 1 for 20 plus yards. And then in terms of receiving, how did Jeanty do? 3 receptions for 43 yards. So all in all, if we take a look at his receiving yards of 43 plus his rushing of 141, Jeanty finishes with 184 yards. Great debut, man. Let's keep it rolling. And after his first game, Ashton Jeanty already has a skill point available for an increase. We're going to increase the power back ability here. He's at an 86 overall. I want him to absolutely truck guys over. And then since we're here, we're also going to work on his ability. So we don't want him return man. So here are the abilities we're actually going to go with for right now. We're going to go with goal line back, spin cycle, and jukebox. Once we get some more of the physical abilities available, we'll throw those on there as well. But we'll expect to see Ashton Jeanty drop some more guys in the open field and hopefully break out for a big run. Still a solid debut though. Let's keep it rolling here. So now it's time for our home opener against the New Orleans Saints. I would like to simulate this one. It's unfortunate that there really isn't too good of a simulation engine here. I kind of like the Simcast in NBA 2K25 because it allows you to kind of see what's going on. I think what we'll do for the Sims is that I'll just jump in and then I will simulate through it all. So we'll be able to get a look at Jeanty's stats at the end of the game. Let me know in the comments below, boys, if you are fine with that sort of simulation style. I can't really think of, any other way to go about that when it comes to simulating and then seeing the stats. So I think that's what we'll do for now. Let's hop into this one against the Saints and see what Jeanty can do. So this is what I'm talking about. I think we'll just kind of go through this screen here and see if we can see anything. We'll jump it by quarter. So nothing there yet in the first quarter. Second quarter comes up. New Orleans gets a touchdown. The Dallas offense is not rolling and it's 16-3. This is looking like it did in real life with the Cowboys struggling to get anything going. If we can make it a close one, maybe I'll jump in and get it going. But right now it's 16-6. It's looking like an absolute blowout. And unless there's a fourth quarter turnout, 23-6. We get a touchdown back. Extra point is missed. And the Dallas Cowboys get embarrassed at home. They lose 23-13. We didn't really see Jeanty's name pop up. We'll take a look at his stats at the end of this one and see how he did. I think in those situations too, with that simulation screen there, if I do see it, it being a close game, we might hop into the fourth quarter and play that. But I mean, that was just a blowout written all over it. How did Ashton Jeanty do in his second game? Only had 8 attempts for 9 yards. I think if we're going to simulate the games, I think I have to change that and move it to like 15-minute quarters, because that just doesn't seem right. I think maybe that's what we'll do, boys. If we're going to simulate through the entire game, I'll have to adjust it to 15-minute quarters. Still gets a touchdown, which is good, but definitely have to get more time on the clock. It is now time for week 3. I adjusted the quarter length to be 15 minutes for the simulation. Hopefully we'll get a better result in terms of the stats. That's just unacceptable for Jeanty to have 8 carries. Still had a touchdown, which is good, but hopefully the quarter length adjustment can help here. This will be a simulated game. If the fourth quarter will be close, I will definitely jump in. Let's take a look and see what Jeanty can do in week 3 against the Ravens. Another tough defensive team. All right, boys, first quarter simulation. What do we have in store? It's still 0-0. It seems like nobody can score in the simulation. I don't know what's going on with Madden right now, but neither team is able to get any points on the board. Baltimore finally gets a touchdown. It's 14-0, 14-7 there. And it's 21-7 at halftime. So the Dallas Cowboys are not doing well in the simulation. 28-7. And I mean, it's looking like a carbon copy is how it was in real life. It's a blowout loss against the Saints. And now the Ravens are blowing us out again. 28-14, 30-14. Now this one's over, man. There's no point in jumping in. It's an absolute disaster. All we can rely on is Jeanty having a good stat line. But right now, I don't know what's going on in the simulation, but the Dallas Cowboys cannot get the job done. I mean, Dak Prescott, 20 completions on 31 attempts, 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions. What is going on with Dak in Madden right now? Rushing, 17 attempts, 92 yards, 5.4 average per carry. So Jeanty had a pretty decent game for all things considered. The passing game just was non-existent, so made things that much more difficult for Jeanty. Unfortunately, no touchdown on the play, 6 broken tackles. His longest rush was 11. So week 3, fairly, decent performance for Jeanty, no doubt about that. 5.4 yards per carry. But really not much else. Dak, you got to do better, man. All right, well, here it is. Thursday night, prime time. The Dallas Cowboys against the New York Giants. Both teams 1-2. I don't know what's going on in the simulation right now with the Giants. Maybe it's just that method of simulating, with the live play there. I want that option available because I want to be able to jump into the fourth quarter if it's a close game. But unfortunately, the last couple of games have not been close. Looks like the Cowboys might have bigger problems than just picking up a running back, but it is still early days, no doubt about that. Let's go ahead and jump into this one against the Giants. We'll simulate and hopefully we can jump into the fourth quarter, man. I want to get into some crunch time gameplay here with Jeanty. All right, here we go. Time to sim the first quarter. We finally get a touchdown, 14-0, and there we go, man. We're finally getting some love in the simulation. So that's what I'm talking about. New York gets one back. We go down and score again. It's a close game so far. Back and forth. Looks like neither team is really interested in playing defense. 24-14 going into the third quarter. What do we have in store here? New York gets a field goal and it's a 7-point game. Boys, I think it's time we go ahead. We play the offense. Oh, whoa, what's going on here? Oh, play the moment. Sorry, my bad, boys. I thought we were simulating through that. Huge divisional matchup against the New York Giants. It's time for Jeanty to show out in clutch time, crunch time, and he goes down. 8 rushes for 28 yards. So Jeanty is not really getting involved in the offense here. Maybe we can get him going in the fourth quarter. Looks like the Cowboys were a little hesitant to run. Maybe Dak's just having, a great game. Good spin move there from Jeanty, just unable to get anything going. And the Giants are not making life easy for the rookie running back right now. And it's 3rd and 9. We need a big time conversion here. Jeanty should be open down the middle. Good pass. Dak finds Jeanty. He holds on. And there we go, man. There's an injury on the play. Unfortunate there. Sometimes, boys, we just have to make it happen through the passing game as well. There we go. Big hole opens up. Unable to kind of break through, though. 10 rushes for only 34 yards. Now Burns is injured. Looks like all the Giants' top defenders are going down. That time it looks like it was just a cramp for Brian Burns. But I mean, all I see right now is a highlight play waiting to happen for Jeanty. We don't get the blocking that we needed down the middle, and it's a minimal pickup of 1 on the play. We're going to get greedy with it and continue running with Jeanty. And hopefully we can break free here and have a big play. Come on, boys. 3rd and 3. We need it now more than ever. I mean, just no blocking whatsoever. We're just running into bodies right now. We're going for it on 4th, boys. Sometimes you just got to go for it. 4th and 2. It's a big time game. And there we go. There goes Jeanty. Good juke move, still on his feet. And finally we get that big burst that we needed. First down on the play. We're going to flip this one over to the left. We can just get some good blocking here. And there goes Jeanty. 1 man to miss. Tries to pull off the spin move. We just couldn't break him down. I really want to get that going with Jeanty, man. Once we get his trucking ability up a little bit more, we'll probably just put our head down and power through. As Jeanty's not on the field for this one, we're just going to see if we can run it with Zeke, actually. So Zeke's actually getting some spotlight time here. And look at Zeke go, man. Rolling back the clock. He sees the young man, Jeanty, doing his thing. And Zeke wants to get involved in the action as well. But here we go, man. Jeanty is back in the game. 1st and goal at the 8. Zeke did a good job of getting us some decent field position. We tried to take it out wide, and that was just a questionable call. And unfortunately, it results in a big loss on the play. We're going to switch it out to the left again. Maybe we can get some good blocking here. Good spin move there from Jeanty. Get some yards back. We're still 6 away, though. And I have a feeling we will have to go ahead and pass it on this play. Depending on what the situation looks like. Jeanty's open. There's a flag on the play. What's this one for, boys? Potential roughing the passer? That's what it looks like it's going to be. I don't have volume on, so I can't really hear what's going on. But yeah, that's what it is. So this should actually set us up beautifully for an Ashton Jeanty punch it in touchdown at the 1 yard line. Let's just get some good blocking. Still on his feet. They just can't bring him down. And Jeanty in the 4th quarter, clutch time, comes up big. Was having a very quiet game up to that point, and he's taken over here in the 4th. Gets another touchdown. And there we go, man. We're rolling once again with the rookie. 31-24. Defense does a great job of stopping the play there. And just no blocking whatsoever on the offensive line. Dexter Lawrence gets through. Takes Jeanty down for a loss of 3. And that's what I'm talking about, man. We have some really big-time defensive players that Jeanty's going to have to come up here in his NFL career. Oh, what's going on, man? Number 78. If he would have picked up that block, 100% we would have gone through. I mean, EA, you just got to do better than that. Look at that hole waiting to happen there. If number 78 just picks up that block, we're golden. I mean, that's all you need. Jeanty would have been gone. But he just goes ahead and starts running. CD would have picked up that guy, and that's a touchdown waiting to happen. We bounce out right through there. All we needed was 1 block, and unfortunately EA Sports finessed us. And Ashton Jeanty is still yet to get his highlight play. All right, here we go. It's a screen pass. Dak, you got to find us. There we go. Just need to get some good blocking. Tried to pull off a juke move. Don't know what happened there. And it's 4th and 3, and I think we're just going to have to punt it away. Dak's having a decent game, which is definitely something that we needed, considering how he was doing so far in the last couple of games. But we're going to have to just punt it away. So there it goes. We're on defense now. And then we are just going to change the play options to offense. And let's see. Defense does a good job of holding up. And all we need to do now is just force New York to use their timeouts. And it should be another dub, boys. So we'll get back to 500, 2-2. And a big time 4th quarter performance from Jeanty to give us the dub. 20 rushes for 70 yards. So not the greatest yards per carry, as he was struggling for the first 3 quarters. And then we hop on the sticks. And life is much better for Jeanty. Funny how that works. Bounce it out wide. Get going, Jeanty. Turns on the Jets. Good little juke move there. Enough to pick up the first down. Did he stay in bounds? That's the real question. I think he might have. I think the Giants use a timeout. We're going to run it again. Try to stretch this one out wide, and Brian Burns is there, man. The top defensive player, Kayvon Thibodeau, is injured as well. So another injury on the play. We might have to reduce the injury sliders again. This seems to be a common theme in franchise. Just way too many injuries for star players too. You never want to see all the main guys go down. But nevertheless, though, 2nd and 13. Here goes Jeanty. The block is shed, and it's 3rd and 13. So our blocking just really is not that good. I'll be honest with you, boys. Very rarely do we ever find ourselves in a lot of space. And again, Ferguson just got shoved off. We tried to take it out wide. Now it's going to be a 62-yard field goal because of the loss on the play. So we're just going to jump forward. Either way, though, we should be good. 50 seconds left. Will the Giants tie it up? They don't, so it's another win. And don't worry about the stats on this one, boys. All that matters is we took over in the fourth quarter. We got Jeanty a touchdown, and ultimately, it secured the dub. So yeah, stats were ugly in this one, to say the least. 24 attempts, 68 yards, only 2.8 yards per carry. One touchdown, though, in the fourth quarter when we were on the sticks. It is what it is, man. You're going to get games like that sometimes. All that matters is we got the dub. Let's keep it rolling. All right, week 5 against the Steelers, who are 4-0 on the season. I want to see if we can get a better result in terms of the stats if we just outright sim through the week. So we're just going to jump through this entire week and see what the box score looks like. I think we should be able to go back, or at least I'm hoping it. Now that I think about it, I don't think we will, because it's going to simulate through the entire week. That's unfortunate there. We lose 24-19, but we can take a look at the box score here through the schedule. So rushing, Jeanty, only 7 attempts for 28 yards. What is Mike McCarthy doing, man? He's got a superstar running back, 86 overall, and he's just not giving him the ball. I mean, we're not going to do that again, that's for sure. Yeah, it's just a little unfortunate. It seems like the simulation is a little bit questionable sometimes when it comes to the results that we're getting. But we now have a game against the Lions, and I think we'll continue the same sort of setup here for the game, where we'll just sim through the first 3 quarters, and then we'll go ahead and hop into the fourth quarter if it's a close game. It's going to be tough, man. The Lions are 4-0 on the season, and the Cowboys right now are not having a great start. 2-3 on the year. We are 3rd in the division, 12th in the NFC. It's going to be a long way to get back to the top, man. It seems like, you know, we're kind of replicating how the Cowboys were playing in real life, but we have a better roster. All right, here we go. Jumping through the first quarter, and this may very well be Jeanty's toughest challenge yet in his young career. After the first quarter, we are up 7-6, so I think this is definitely a better kind of version of simulating through rather than going through the entire game. Nothing really happening there in the second quarter for us offensively. Not even a field goal. So again, it makes you wonder what we're doing exactly on offense. We're going to jump through the next quarter. Still nothing again. And it's just 13-7 going into the fourth quarter. So we're going to hop in here. We're going to play the offense again. It's a close game. Now we're down 21-7. So defense could not hold on. We're going to need some big time plays here from Jeanty. Unfortunately, we get nothing there, man. Like I said, the Lions are going to be 12 rushes for only 27 yards. Let's see if we can pick up a first down. Get some decent blocking, and it's a fumble. A big hit laid down on Ashton Jeanty. So yeah, man, like I was saying, man, you know, Jeanty is facing a new level of competition here in the NFL, and right now it's not looking good. 28-7. It's a lot of passing plays, and I think we're just going to have to go ahead and simulate through this one. So I thought it would be a good time matchup against the Detroit Lions. It's actually 28-21. Hold on, we're going to jump back in here because things are getting very interesting. The Cowboys actually made a comeback in the simulation. It's a quick screen pass, and Dak just can't get the ball off in time. This is most definitely 4-down territory. This is a quick fired in pass over there to Cooks, and our quarterback is taking care of business right now. Good job by Dak to convert on that one. 43 seconds remaining. Let's see, we're going to get open with Jeanty here. Try to pull off the quick spin move. We're going to call a timeout. 36 seconds left. Let's see, I like this little Texas route here. Hopefully we can get open. Dak just fires this one in the corner. Good play there made by Ferguson at the 1-yard line. And this should actually set us up real nice for an Ashton Jeanty signature punch-in touchdown. There's actually a review on the play. Hopefully this one doesn't get called back. No, the play stands, so that's great news for us. I'm going to put it in Jeanty's hands. Hopefully he can secure the ball. And we can actually get this one tied up, boys. Who would have thought? I thought we were on our way to a blowout. Jeanty gets stopped. 28 seconds left. We're going to use another timeout. We have that superstar ability of increased blocking at the goal line. And there we go. That time Jeanty's able to find his way through. 25 seconds left. All we need is an extra point. We tie it up and we are in overtime. Detroit settles for a field goal. So our defense did a great job there. And now all we have to do is march down the field, and a touchdown will win it. This is huge, boys. Big clutch moments for Jeanty early on in his career. Takes that wide, and there goes Jeanty. Is this the moment he gets his highlight play? What better time than in overtime? Get going, Jeanty. It's a touchdown, and it's game. Ashton Jeanty was getting locked down. He got fumbled, which resulted in a touchdown for the Lions, and things looked like they were about to be over. And then Ashton Jeanty takes it out wide and shows us what he can do. The rookie phenom running back calls game in overtime, takes it the length of the field, and the Dallas Cowboys with a miraculous comeback victory. What a game, boys. I was ready to write this one off. No doubt about it. And Ashton Jeanty proves us wrong. Says, coach, hold on, watch this. Bang. Big time play for a big time player. And that is why he was drafted in the first round, getting the Cowboys dubs, single-handedly getting the job done. We finally get good blocking, and that's all it takes, man. If we can get some good blocking, Jeanty can break free like he did there. What a game, boys. Let's take a look at those stats. I have a feeling they weren't looking pretty until that one there. 18 attempts, 108, 2 touchdowns, boys. 70-yard rush to finish the game in overtime. I mean, wow. What more can you say? And with that performance, Ashton Jeanty earns himself another upgrade. Once again, we're going to increase the power back ability because I definitely want to get some of those trucking skills unlocked. And I believe we'll need to get that up to at least an 85 before we can do that. But man, oh man, what a game. His morale is down for some reason. I don't understand why, bro. He just scored a game-winning touchdown in overtime against the Lions when things looked like they were done and dusted in the fourth quarter. We secure the dub. What a game, boys. And then we're going to take it to the bye week now. So we're slowly redeeming ourselves. The Cowboys are 3-3, and it's a big-time Sunday night primetime matchup against the San Francisco 49ers on the road, week 8. I mean, this is going to be tough. This is as tough gets, boys. 5-2 San Francisco. I mean, we need this one. Taking a look at the division, Philly 6-0, Washington's 5-2. If we want to keep our playoff hopes alive, we're going to have to start winning some of these games. We're going to go ahead, jump in, sim again, same routine, simulate, and potentially jump into the fourth quarter. And hopefully we can carry on with that big-time performance that we had from Jeanty, the overtime winner, man. What a game. All right, first quarter sim, what do you got in store for us? Not much. We get a touchdown to end it off. That's good, boys. It seems like it's been pretty rare for us to actually get touchdowns in the first quarter. Jump through the second quarter here. It's a tie game, 7-7. We take the lead. Looks like there's a turnover. So there we go, 21-7. And it looks like the Dallas Cowboys have found some life, man. We're starting to roll. That was probably a huge momentum boost for us to win there in overtime against the Lions. We're going to jump forward a little bit. Let's just jump to the next play and see what we're looking like. If we secure another touchdown, we're just going to call it. It's 28-20. They get the extra point, and I think we're going to go ahead and jump in now. We started off on the ground. We get some good blocking. There goes Jeanty. Good spin move. Nearly breaks free. Almost dropped 2 guys behind him. 11 rushes for 47 yards. Don't worry about it, Ashton. We're going to get your numbers right up here. We're on the sticks. We're going to get it going. This is a huge game, man. If we can pick up a win here, that would go a very long way for us for our playoff hunt. And that time, the Niners pass rush gets to us. Or rather just their rush, not necessarily their pass rush, but they stop us at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 2, but I know Jeanty can do it. All we have to do is punch through. Really just want to focus on getting the first down, and it's just enough. It just seems like we can't catch a break. It's always a tough opponent, whether it's the Lions, the Browns, now it's the Niners. Good rush there, falls forward, 3rd and 3. Let's see if we can get some blocking. Fred Warner's there, but Jeanty showing off his strength and going forward. I think that's one of those superstar abilities that he's able to just take his momentum forward. And I mean, that was huge there, man. We needed that one. We're going to call a passing play here. Just balance it out once again. Dak's having a good game, so I feel confident giving it to him. Bosa was there, but Jeanty does a good job of quickly getting open. Dak fires it off to him quickly because that would have nearly been a sack waiting to happen. Good IQ to get that one going, boys. Hopefully secure the first down, but the Niners do a good job of reading that one. Maybe it would have been better to just go for the QB sneak now that I think about it. We tried to go for the inside zone and they were just all over it. And hopefully that doesn't cost us, man. It's 28-7, so they did miss the extra point, thankfully, so we still have the lead. Let's see if we can get something going with this screen pass. Leak out, leak out. We couldn't get open in time, man. We just got caught up on the bodies. The Niners get the ball back with 2 minutes remaining and our defense holds out. I think we might have forced an interception there on defense. Yes, we do. We are in San Francisco territory. And my, oh my, boys, I thought we were actually going to lose there, no doubt. I mean, all they need is a field goal. And Jeanty, it's just, you know, not looking too good on the stats, I'll be honest. 20 attempts for 58 yards is not really what you want to do. But at this point, I just want to get the dub. I want to get the dub because I want to be able to get into the playoffs as Fred Warner watches us all the way. It's just tough when you got to play against this Niners defense. It's tough to get anything going. All right, 3rd and 10, it's a pass play. Fred Warner's watching us. We're going to cut it down the middle. And I don't know if that pass was intended for Brandon Cooks or if it was intended for us. But either way, it's a botched play. And now Brandon Aubrey's going to take a field goal. He makes it, so we have a 4-point lead. So all we have to do now, boys, is just stop the Niners from getting a touchdown. 3rd and 10, 4th and 10. Can our defense step up? They get a first. No, it's a turnover on downs, and that's the game, boys. We get the job done. Dak takes a knee, and we walk into San Francisco, and we pick up a huge dub. There was only 4 points. Jeanty didn't really get much going, but we had just enough to get the job done. We pick up another big-time win, and we need that to keep our playoff hopes alive. Dak had a great game. 27 of 33, 276 yards, 3 touchdowns. How we look on the rushing, though? 21 attempts for 58. 1 touchdown for Jeanty, but really not much more after that. Week 9, we now take a trip to Atlanta to play the Falcons. We're 4-3 on the season. Washington 6-2 and Philly 6-1. So we still have a long way to go, but we are the 6th seed in the NFC. So a wild card team right now, which is, you know, not bad, but hopefully we can continue to march up within the division. And yeah, again, similar story. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Hopefully we can jump into the 4th quarter of a close game. Let's keep this win streak rolling. All right, let's keep it rolling in the quarter here. We start off at 7-0, now it's 7-7. So both offenses getting things started early on. We're going to go ahead and sim through the 2nd quarter. We take the lead. Atlanta gets a field goal. We push our lead to 7. So things are looking good so far in this one, boys. Hopefully we can keep our win streak going. The Falcons tie it up. Now they take the lead. It's 24-17. We're going to have to go ahead and we're going to play the offense, boys. It's time to jump into this one. We need this dub, boys. We need to keep this win streak going. It's time to turn the game around. And what better place to do it than at the Falcons' 9-yard line? Let's see if we can punch this one in quick with Jeanty. We follow our blockers well. We pick up about 6. Jeanty's having a good one in this one. Finally, we see him do something on the simulation. 11 rushes for 63 yards so far. Hopefully we can add to that. We're at the 3-yard line, so we're not far. I feel like, no disrespect to the Falcons, but it's definitely not one of those defensive lines that we've had to play against in recent games. Jeanty, get going. I tried to truck with him there. Matthew Judon comes in and sends him down to the ground. Jeanty just needs to put his head down and get going. And there we go. We tie it up. Jeanty, 4th quarter, clutch time touchdown. Keeps that momentum going. And we're an extra point away from tying it up. Defense, we need something here, boys. No, not much. The Falcons go down and get a touchdown of their own. I'm going to switch this play out to the left. If we can get some good blocking, we should have space. And there goes Jeanty. No flags on the play. CD, pick up that block. He just doesn't get there in time. If CD could have picked up that block, Jeanty would have been through. He's got 2 tutties on the night. 14 rushes, 88 yards. So a big-time game from Jeanty. No doubt about it. Come on, man. It's 4th quarter time. We need it now, boys. It's another inside zone. No blocking there. Jeanty's just going to have to get going himself. Falls forward, picks up 4. So a play there that looked like it was just over, potentially, you know, minimal pickup, turns into 4. Keeps our offense on schedule, and we keep rolling. This time we get good blocking again, but we're too close to that lineman every time. It seems like there's a lot of space, but we just don't get far enough away. I like our numbers advantage here. We should be able to just find a nice gap here and get going. There goes Jeanty. Wanted to spin out the other way, but not bad. Breaks the 100-yard mark. 17 rushes for 101. The job's not over yet, boys. We still have a long way to go in this one. We get some good blocking there. Good spin move. Just couldn't get past Jesse Bates. Got a nice little gap there. If we can break through, get some good blocking, enough for the first down, and once again, we'll take it. So a backup lineman is in the game. Let's see if we can just get this quick pass. And we got greedy there. We called for the pass with Jeanty. And the Falcons will get a pick 6 on the play. It looked like we were open in the flats and just a boneheaded mistake. got a little greedy. And boys, I think that's going to do it for this one. 24-14. We're making our way down. Just got two ahead of ourselves there. Called for the pass from Dak. And we blew it for our team, boys. That one was on me. Dak was having a great game yardage-wise. I mean, he didn't have any passing touchdowns, but can't be doing that, man. Jeanty's great game goes to waste. User error, boys. User error. And that one really hurts, man. We fall to 4-4. Just a mistake on my end, man. We can't be doing that. We now have a game against the Philadelphia Eagles who are 7-1, so we do really need to pick up a win here. And that reminds me, I want to take a look at the stats and see how Jeanty's doing on the season compared to the rest of the NFL. Rushing, how's he doing? He's 144 attempts, 615 yards, 4.3 yards per carry, 8 touchdowns. How is that compared to the rest of the NFL? Let's take a look here, boys. So Joe Mixon's in first. He's got 12 Lamar's in first. He's got 13 rushing touchdowns. No way. Lamar Jackson is having a great season. 12 for Mixon, 11 for Barkley, and then Jeanty has 8. So he's having a great year. Is he in the running for Offensive Rookie of the Year? Not in play really for Offensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, it's right now Caleb Williams is leading the race. So Caleb against Ashton Jeanty. We'll see, man. We got to do our job. We got to get at least Jeanty. We got to get him the Offensive Rookie of the Year, man. I mean, I know, okay, we're not going up against his draft class, but it is what it is, boys. It's Madden. We can't be letting Caleb win a Rookie of the Year. Jeanty, we got to get it going with him in the second half of the season. We have a huge divisional matchup here. We need to get the job done. It's as simple as that. We need to win now more than ever. It's a good first quarter, so it's a good sign. Let's jump into the second quarter. Philly takes the lead, and our offense is really unable to do anything. 17-14, so not bad. It was looking pretty grim there. Hopefully we get a better result in the third. So we start off with a touchdown. Our defense does a great job. And it's a 3-point game, boys. We're jumping in to the fourth quarter. And we're definitely not making that mistake again. No chance, boys. We're not getting greedy. We're not calling for the ball. Unless we are wide open. And, I mean, there was just nothing. There was just nothing there. And it's another one of those games for Jeanty. 11 rushes for 20 yards. I know the Eagles have a good team. But for whatever reason, man, Jeanty just is not getting it done in the simulation. Good blocking there. Not bad at all. Jeanty was able to break free a little bit. Picks up about 6 on the play. It's a 3-point game. And it's a good play there. Tolbert is open. Good pass by Dak to find him near the sideline. And our offense is cooking. I have to rely on Dak a little bit more too, man. I can't be getting a little greedy. You know, we have to run when it makes sense. We had 2 guys blocking 1 guy there, man. EA, come on. How does that make any sense? We're going to run a play action. Will be a check down option for Dak. He throws it up. Nearly picked off. I mean, he really could have just resorted to us. We were wide open as the check down. Dak threw it into coverage to Brandon Cooks, who had about 3 guys around him. Very lucky that it didn't get picked off. Blocking just non-existent. And I think we're just going to have to settle for the field goal here because we want to make sure we at least tie it up. So let's see. We're going to jump through. Aubrey knocks down the field goal. It was a 65-yarder. What happened there? I wonder if there was a penalty on the play or something. Defense does a good job. Stops the Eagles from getting any points on the board. And now the game is in our hands. If we can go down and get a touchdown and we take time off the clock, we should be able to put ourselves in good position. But, man, I don't know what it is, but we are just very rarely ever getting good blocking. I don't know if it's because, you know, we've just become predictable in terms of running the ball, but look, we just couldn't even allow the play to develop there. Really nothing we could do. And now it's 3rd and 10. We're going to have to make something happen through the air. We cut out. Jeanty's open. Dak, get it to us. Secure the catch, and there we go. I mean, we might have to play wide receiver a little bit here if that's going to be the case. If we're not getting the blocking in the run game, we're just going to have to take it through the air. And we're going to do exactly that once again. We're going to run it out wide. We were open, but Dak does a good job of finding Brandon Cooks. Not a bad play. We pick up 7 on the play. Maybe it'll make things a little bit easier for us on the ground. Let's see. We're going to run a little curl. We're open. Dak doesn't get it to us. Something's happening on the left-hand side. Dak made a good play. He's got 291 and 2 touchdowns. Let's go play action. Jeanty was open. Dak. Pass interference potentially. Dak threw it into double coverage of Brandon Cooks. Yeah, I think it's DPI. It is. So we're going to get down the field, which is nice. But I am a little bit upset that Dak didn't find Jeanty there. We were wide open in acres of space. We could have had a big play. But we'll take the first down either way. And just pressure was coming in all day long. CJ GJ is there. Right now, man, yards have been hard to come by, to say the least. This Eagles run defense is all over us. I mean, we just can't get away. Where's Jeanty's acceleration and speed, man? Aubrey does a good job of knocking it down. And now we'll see if the defense can hold on. They do. I think we may have caused a turnover. Or probably just a punt, it looks like, because we are at our 16-yard line. I'm going to have to find some good run plays, man. Because right now, it's just not happening against the Eagles. 20 rushes for 24 yards. We're not getting any space whatsoever. Take it out wide, Jeanty. We finally get some space. Jeanty, make it count. Good spin move. Turns on the jets. He's still going. And there we go. Finally, we got that big time patented run by Ashton Jeanty. It's unfortunate that he was pushed out of bounds. But either way, man, we'll take it. You pick up about 50 on the play. You can't really complain. Let's go, man. We needed that one for sure. And Jeanty still on his feet. Falls forward. Gets two. Eagles call a timeout. And if we can be smart here, run some time off the clock, force the Eagles to use a timeout, we'll pick up a huge dub in the NFC East against the first place 7-1 Philadelphia Eagles. The season is not over yet, boys. Jeanty, another big run. That's a fresh set of downs. One timeout remaining, and that should be enough to call it a game. 23 rushes for 82. I mean, just 3 rushes ago, it was what, 20 rushes for 24 yards. And after 3, he's got 82. That's what Ashton Jeanty can do, man. Incredible stuff. Electrifying player. And the Dallas Cowboys are rolling once again. Just need to continue to run some time off the clock. If we can get some good blocking, there we go. 3rd and 5. For some reason, the Cowboys call a timeout. What's the deal here? Injury timeout. Who's injured? Ashton Jeanty's injured. No freaking way, boys. Ashton Jeanty is injured, and he is out for the remainder of the game. Hopefully, it's not a serious injury. You never want to see that. We're going to just jump to the next play here. Can the boys get it done? We do. We pick up the win, but man, we're going to have to take a look at that. If it's a serious injury, I'm just making him healthy. We're not going through his rookie season only halfway through with a Jeanty injury. Dak had a great game. 26 of 30, 291 yards, 1 touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, 43 yards was his longest. 1 touchdown, 86 yards. Not bad at all. Hopefully he'll be healthy though. All right, good news. Jeanty looks to be all right. So thankfully we avoid the injury scare there. And I just think for the rest of the season, I'm going to go ahead and just turn off the injuries. I don't want to risk Jeanty going down for the rest of the season and just basically ruining his rookie season here. So we're just going to go ahead and just turn injuries off for the remainder of this season. That way we don't have to worry about it. All right, big time dub, man. 5-4. So we're still right there in the playoff hunt. Only a game behind Washington, who's 6-4 on the season. We have actually a game against them next week after this one against the Texans. We're at home. Hopefully we can get a good result here Monday night prime time. Let's get it going, man. All right, boys, can we continue these good starts? It seems like our offense has been doing pretty well in the first quarter, and we do continue there. We get a touchdown on the board. That is great news for us. Houston gets it right back, though, but we regain our lead. And it's a tie game. No, now it's... Yeah, it is a tie game. So, once again, one of those games where no defense is being played. Both offenses are on fire. Houston gets things started. We tie it right back up. And another touchdown for the Texans. 15 minutes remaining, boys. I think we're just going to go ahead and just continue to jump forward here. Let's just see how it goes. I want to actually just jump to the next play. So it's 2nd and goal. It's a 10-point game now for the Texans. So the Battle of Texas is not doing too great. We do get it right back. So it's a 3-point game. So we're going to stop it right there. And now we are going to focus on hopping into the game if we get a chance. Our defense does a good job of stopping the Texans. Let's get it going. I wish he could stand like Michael Myers in the backfield. That'd be awesome, like he does in real life. But here goes Jeanty. Bursts out wide to the left. Great run by Jeanty. Gets 9 on the plane. He's having a good one so far. 13 rushes for 72 yards. Not too shabby. So here goes Jeanty again. We get some good blocking that time. Still on his feet. We're finally getting some decent blocking, and it's another big time rush for Ashton Jeanty. 14 rushes for 87. And that's what I'm talking about, man. It looks like we're starting to find our stride with the run blocking right when we needed it most. Let's take the stretch out wide. Jeanty turns on the jet, still on it. Great spin move, still on his feet and picks up 7. Back to back to back. Big time runs from Ashton Jeanty. 15 rushes, 94 yards and a tutty. A big gap right in the middle there. Jeanty, get going. Good blocking. Good spin move. Ashton Jeanty is cooking right now. Flex on him. The rookie running back is starting to make his mark known in the NFL. And he's actually going to take a breather now. I don't blame him. He just had 4 big rushes in a row. Now it's Rico Dowdle, the speedster. Good spin move. And Rico Dowdle picks up where Jeanty left off. And the Cowboys are marching down the field. The Battle of Texas, man. This game is no joke. A lot on the line. We have to show out in front of our home fans. Jeanty tries to pull off the juke move, just unable to make the man miss. But another gain of 9, and just like that, Jeanty's got 115 yards. I think he's got like 60 in the 4th quarter alone. It's going to be another inside run here with Jeanty. 2nd and 1. We're going to bounce it out to the left. We got a lot of space. Get going, Jeanty. It's a big hit at the end of it. But once again, a huge rush from the rookie. And we find ourselves at the 4-yard line, couple plays away from taking the lead. I know it's not super close, but let's see if we can just punch this one in. We get some good blocking. Jeanty, put your head down and get going. We try to just bulldoze our way through at the 1-yard line now. We actually have a really nice numbers advantage there, so this one should be an easy touchdown if all things go well. And there we go. We break the plane, and Ashton Jeanty gets himself another touchdown, another 4th quarter touchdown. I feel like it's patented right now. Ashton Jeanty shows up and shows out in the 4th quarter when we need him most. That was just run after run. It seemed like we were getting 10 plus yards every time or just thereabouts. But we take the lead. It's a 4-point lead. Our defense makes the stop, and that is the game. Ashton Jeanty with another game-winning touchdown gets it done in the 4th quarter. And boys, the Battle of Texas, no defense was played. 38-42. CJ had 4 touchdowns on 319 yards and 81% completion. Huge game from CJ Stroud. Dak had a good game as well. 4 tutties, 1 interception, not bad at all. And then rushing wise, 20 attempts, 129 yards for Jeanty. 2 touchdowns. Longest run was 15, but again, it just seemed like he was getting consistently at least 8 or 9 every single time. Great game from Jeanty, man. We're looking to get that Offensive Rookie of the Year award. And surprise, surprise, when you have a game like that, no doubt you're getting an increase. Once again, we're going to increase power back, 87 overall, and that should give us some abilities that we can use. I don't mind reducing jukebox because it just seems like the jukes don't necessarily work all too well. I think we'll go for bulldozer, more powerful truck animations. I like armbar as well, but I think we'll stick to bulldozer. I like goal line back. It just kind of solidifies those short yardage touchdowns, so we'll keep that. Hopefully we can get him into an X factor soon to unlock some more abilities. That would be great, but for now we'll leave that as is. So we have spin cycle, you know, I love that spin move, and then bulldozer. Hopefully we can truck some dudes down the field as well. Man, Jeanty, he's starting to take off. 87 overall and having a great season so far. If I would have told you at the beginning of the video that this game against the Washington Commanders could have possibly been the most important game of our season so far, you guys probably wouldn't believe me. Right now in the division, we are in 2nd, 6-4 on the year. That was a huge win against the Eagles and the Texans, back-to-back dubs. Now we need this one against the Commanders, man. If we can go 7-4 on the year, it'll put us in a pretty good position to kind of secure 2nd in the division and potentially a playoff spot. I mean, we still have our work cut out in front of us. We are in week 12, so a few more games to go. But this is a big time matchup, man. We need this dub. It's a road game, and hopefully we get another big time performance from Jeanty. Let's just get a quick update on his stats and see how the rookie running back is doing so far. So far in the year, he's got 830 yards, 11 touchdowns. His longest rush was that 70-yarder game-winning touchdown against the Lions in overtime. So pretty good, man. He's got 30 broken tackles on the year, 125 yards after contact. I'm interested in how does that look compared to the rest of the NFL? I want to know some of these other stats. How is Ashton Jeanty doing in terms of, you know, his running back performance compared to everyone else? So yeah, I mean, no surprise, Saquon is first, 210, but Jeanty's there with 125, not bad at all. And then in terms of rushing touchdowns, 15 for Joe Mixon, Jeanty's got 11. So hey, for a rookie, man, he's doing a great job. 830 yards, so he's right there for most yards in the NFL. Ashton Jeanty, great season so far. For Offensive Player of the Year in the NFC, he's in 7th, so that's probably not going to happen. But for Offensive Rookie of the Year, he has overtaken Caleb Williams. Ashton Jeanty is on pace to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. We just need to keep it rolling. Right now, man, I just want to focus on putting in good performances and getting into the playoffs. Once again, boys, you know the drill. Let's take it to Washington. Week 12 matchup. Let's get it going. So far, it seems like all of the games have been very close. Every time the fourth quarter, it's always a close game, which is good because we can jump in. But it would be nice to just get some blowouts too, man. Reduce the stress a little bit. And right now, you know, things are looking good. 17-7. Seems like we were able to stop the Commanders there. So not bad so far. Let's keep it rolling in the third quarter. 24-7. We got an interception on the play as well. 24-7. We might actually receive our wish of getting a blowout. We're going to continue to sim through. 31-14. And that should be enough to get the job done. 31-24, we get the dub. It was a little bit too close for comfort there in the end. We actually didn't have to hop into that one. Seems like it was pretty comfortable all the way through for the most part. And we finally get a nice, easy, comfortable simulation victory. I like to hop in when it's a close game because there's a lot on the line. But I mean, it was a 2-score game for the majority of the time there. So really no need for us to jump in. We secure the dub. Jeanty, pretty quiet game, but I mean, it seems like that's kind of a consistent thing when we don't play. 3 touchdowns, though. I mean, I'll take that. Don't get me wrong, man. He'll be an end zone machine if that's the case. 3 touchdowns is fine. Yards per carry isn't the greatest. Of course, when we're on the sticks, we kind of pump up his numbers a little bit. But not bad, man. We get a dub. Jeanty with 3 tutties. I'll take it. We're doing well so far in the division, man. It looked like we were out of the playoff running, but with a few good performances in a row, we find ourselves at 7-4, 5th in the NFC. I mean, if we can get some more wins, we should have that playoff spot secured. Looking at all the other second place division teams, you know, Minnesota's 5-6, the Rams are 5-6, and Tampa's at 6-5. So if we can continue to pick up some dubs, we should be able to create some space and secure our ticket into the playoffs. I mean, hey, we still have our sights set on winning that divisional title, man. We play the Giants here, so it's still possible. It's still possible, no doubt about that. Also didn't realize at the start, but this is the Thanksgiving matchup, Giants against the Cowboys. And right now, the Giants are taking care of business. It's 10-0. The Giants are 2-9 on the season, and it's 13-0, boys. What is going on here? This is out of character right now for the way that we've been playing these past couple of weeks. We've been dominating. And right now, this is just too close for comfort. I think the boys are just focused on going home and having some turkey. It's 19-10, and we are absolutely jumping into this one. I mean, we can't fumble the bag here against the Giants, man. They're 2-9. I was just hyping us up, saying how well we're doing so far in the season. I like the sights of this right here, and hopefully we can just power through and get a touchdown with Jeanty. Kind of have to maneuver our way through. 14 rushes for 64. So we should be able to make our way back. Jeanty's going to put his head down, kind of gets laid out there in the end, but it does not matter. Finds the back of the end zone. I mean, it's comeback season, man. We know what Jeanty can do for us in the fourth quarter, in overtime, and we cannot fumble the bag against the 2-9 Giants. Come on, boys, let's step it up. 19-17, we hold them to a field goal, so a touchdown will give us the lead. We have 9 minutes and 49 seconds remaining. Let's keep this win streak alive. Good blocking there. There goes Jeanty. A lot of space. Not bad at all. I feel like I should have probably used the agility modifier, whatever you want to call it when you press L2. We're getting some really good blocking as well, which is always great. We're going to switch this one to the left. It might be a little bit risky. Yeah, it didn't. Not a smart play. Not a smart play on my end, boys. We lose 1 on the play. We're going to run it once again. Inside zone, we get some good blocking there. And there goes Jeanty. Just couldn't pick up that last block there. Would have been able to spring through. I thought we could kind of take it out wide. Now that I think about it, maybe we should have just taken the gap there and pick up the first down, but it's okay. If we can just pick up the first down here, that would be great. It's a pass right down the middle, and Brandon Cooks drops it. Coach McCarthy wants us to go for it. I do agree with him that we should go for it. Brandon Cooks choking in the most clutch moment there. Not a good look from him, man. We needed that one. We're going to take this one out wide. We're open. He's going to fire it in, and Dak blows it. It's a turnover on downs, but the defense steps up. I think we just forced a turnover on the play. We get the ball right back, and we're still alive. Somehow, some way, Despite our struggles on offense, we're still alive in this one. Dak fires it into Ferguson. Quick pass there, gets us the first down. And I think we're going to go back to the ground game now. We've given Dak a chance to kind of get a roll, and we got Dexter Lawrence and Burns on that right side, so we are definitely going to swap this one over to the left. And if we get some blocking, we should be good with Jeanty. Tried to get the spin move, but once again, we just couldn't get by, I believe, Banks. And he's been now 2 for 2 when it comes to stopping us. Maybe I should have tried the truck animation. I have to remember that we do have Bulldozer enabled. And when you're going up against the safety like Banks, Jeanty should be all over that one. Fumbling or bumbling is... Jeanty picks up 3 on the play there. We'll take that one. We're going to continue it on the ground. Let's reduce the clock. Again, even if we get a touchdown here, it will only be a 2-score lead. So a field goal will be enough to win it for the Giants. There goes Jeanty. Not bad at all. We secure the first down. 22 rushes for 103 yards. He's got the tutty as well. So Jeanty is absolutely cooking in this one. Once again, man, I have to say, honestly, boys, in the beginning, in those first couple of weeks, I was going to say, man, this is fairly disappointing when it comes to Jeanty's rookie career. But he's really picked it up late. Dowdle's going to take it now. He gets a good chunk there. Picks up 6 on the play while Jeanty takes a breather. Jeanty's back, 2nd and 4. But I will give it to Dak here. Let's see, we're wide open. Find us. He finds Ferguson. That's fine. We get the touchdown. You know I want to get greedy with it. When we are open, I'm mashing that X button, boys. I want to get Jeanty touchdowns, not on the ground only, but through the air as well. But I'll take it, man. Ferguson in the end zone. Dak finds him. Aubrey misses the extra point. But thankfully, I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered really if the Giants got a field goal. But thankfully, though, our defense is able to step up, man. I was about to say, boys, how is Aubrey missing the extra point? He's automatic. We're going to take it out wide. Get going, Jeanty. Good spin move. Nearly got free there. Picks up 3, but the good news is we forced the Giants to call a timeout. And can we walk away, potentially avoiding the Thanksgiving nightmare against the Giants? Jeanty cuts inside, still on his feet. It's a fumble, but we recover. The Giants were going in. Jeanty was kind of maneuvering his way through, was up in the air at one point. And thankfully, that one does not result in a turnover because they would have been in field goal range. And there goes Jeanty. Get some blocking. We'll take the first down. And that's going to do it. He breaks 1,000 yards with that rush. So the rookie Ashton Jeanty having himself a season. We're just going to kneel it down with Dak. We want to avoid any sort of misplays, any fumbles, anything like that. Let's just secure the dub and walk away and forget about this one, boys. It was ugly. Nearly a disaster. But in the end, all that matters is that we get the dub. And the clock's not running down, boys. We're going to have to wait it here a little bit. Don't want to give the Giants another chance to get the ball back now. Once again, nearly a disaster at home in front of the fans on Thanksgiving. But thankfully, the Cowboys walk away with the dub. Jeanty once again showed up in the 4th quarter, getting a touchdown and a lot of big-time runs. Dak had a couple of really good throws. Dak was 15 of 24, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Not a good game for him on Thanksgiving. Jeanty, though, 25, 116 yards on the ground. Broke 1,000 yards on the season. 1 touchdown. Longest was a 15-yarder. We'll take it. 1 little fumble. Didn't hurt us in the end, though. That's all that matters. And just another thing you love to see. Another Ashton Jeanty upgrade. That's what I'm talking about. Power back is going up because I am trying to truck dudes. We still haven't been able to do it. Hopefully we can get one here soon. 88 overall for the rookie. I mean, do we just give him the X Factor ability already? He's absolutely electric, playing some incredible football, and really propelling this Cowboys team to new heights. I mean, I have a feeling probably to initiate one of the X Factor upgrades, we have to go through like those storyline press conferences and stuff like that, which we haven't been doing because we're focusing on Jeanty for this episode. But we'll see, man. Even if he could win Offensive Rookie of the Year, I think that'll create an automatic X Factor upgrade. So really all we have to do is just focus on continue to play some good football. The Philadelphia Eagles drop a game, so they're 9-3 now. So we're right there, man. The division is still up for grabs, as we have a game against the Eagles, I believe, near the end of the season. But right now it's another tough opponent. We're playing the Bengals. Thankfully, we are at home, which is a plus. But still, though, man, they're 10-2 on the year. They have a great team. It's going to be a tough matchup. Another really good defensive line. So we'll see what Jeanty can do. He's been really electric as the season's gone on. Hopefully he can continue it here, man. We need him now more than ever. Let's get it going, man. Monday night primetime against the Bengals. Week 14, we're coming down to the end of the season. Hopefully playoffs are right around the corner, man. We keep playing like this, we'll find ourselves in the big dance, no doubt about that. Nevertheless, let's keep it rolling. All right, boys, please do not let us down in the simulation. I believe we got an interception there, which resulted in the first touchdown, and it's 14-0 after the first quarter. I will gladly take another blowout victory. Since he gets 2 scores back-to-back, 21-10 now. Defense is doing a good job. That's it for the first half. We have an 11-point lead going into the third quarter. Can we extend our lead here? Still nothing really, back and forth. It's an 11-point game. So I think for now, we will just go ahead and start to jump through the plays. If we secure another touchdown and extend our lead, I will just sim through the rest of the game. The Bengals get a field goal, so it's 13-21. Our offense is slowly starting to hit a wall here. 2nd and 7. Cincinnati gets themselves a fresh set of downs. They do punt it away, so 5 minutes remaining. 3rd and 2 now. We pick up the first down. 2nd and inches, and we should be good to go here in terms of picking up a dub. Minute 38 remaining. Cincinnati's got 1 timeout left. We have to punt it away, so we're not through yet. 29 seconds left. No timeouts remaining for the Bengals. Will they be able to march down the field in time? It doesn't look like it. And that's going to do it. We kind of crept our way through the simulation there. Just wanted to see if the lead would be extended or if Cincinnati would score. If the Bengals would have scored, we definitely would have jumped in. And if we would have scored, we would have just simulated to the end. But we just creep our way through that 4th quarter. We pick up the dub once again. It's an 8-point victory. Joe Burrow had 244, 25 of 37. Dak threw it a lot as well, 22 for 33, 214 yards. Most importantly, how did Jeanty do? 19 attempts, 61 yards, and another touchdown. So it looks like whenever we don't jump in and we just kind of let the simulation do its thing, he averages anywhere from 16 to 19 attempts. When we hop in, we pump those numbers up to about the mid-20s. But either way, we'll take it. We got the dub. Another touchdown for Jeanty, and we're rolling, man. We are rolling through the season here now. Week 15 against the Carolina Panthers. They are 9-4 on the season, so, I was thinking that this was going to be an easy one. Might not be easy after all. We are first in the NFC East, so who would have thought the way our season was starting that we'd ever find ourselves back up top. Philadelphia falling apart here near the end as we're both 9-4 on the season. That week 17 matchup is going to be something else, man. The division title may very well be on the line until the very end of the season. But so far, so good. And honestly, man, the expectations for Jeanty are unlike any other rookie, right? I mean, let's say, for example, if we do Travis Hunter in the future, if he goes to a team like Jacksonville or New England, the pressure of trying to make the playoffs in the first season is not necessarily there. But with the Dallas Cowboys, who are paying Dak $60 million a year, right, with his new contract, it's Super Bowl or bust at the end of the day. Really, their offense seems to be a running back away. Jeanty comes in, plugs that spot perfectly. Expectations are high. We need him to perform. We need to make a good run in the regular season, division title. We have to make a deep push into the playoffs. Jeanty's got a lot on his shoulders, but he seems to be delivering well. Season's not over yet, man. We still have a lot of business to take care of before we can kind of think about the playoffs. We have to turn our attention back. The 9-4 Carolina Panthers. Get it going. All right, you know what time it is. First quarter simulation. The Panthers get things started, and it's 14-0. Are you kidding me, boys? It's the Panthers at the end of the day. I know they're 9-4, but come on, man. We got to get it going. 17-14. Then we take the lead. It looks like we got a defensive touchdown because it was back-to-back touchdowns real quick there. 21-17, 28-17, and now things are looking a little bit more favorable for us. We're going to continue to just jump forward here until we get a change of possession. 35-17, and I think that's just going to do it for this one, boys. I think we are comfortable enough in this game where we can just go ahead and sim through the 4th quarter. 35-24, and we get another touchdown. 42-24. The Dallas Cowboys walk into the Panthers building and get the job done. I am very excited to see what Jeanty's stats look like in this one. If we put up 42 points in a game, you expect Jeanty to be cooking. 3 touchdowns for Dak, 21 of 30 for 263. And how did our boy Jeanty do? And there we go, man. Finally, we get a good performance from him in the simulation. 22 attempts, 126, 5.7 yards per carry. 2 tutties. Longest rush was 10, but that's fine. It looked like it was just a lot of consistent 5, 6, 7 yards, and we'll take it. Actually, one thing I didn't really look at is his performance in the passing game. 1 reception for 12 yards, but hey, we will take those rushing numbers all day long. That's what I'm talking about, boys. So Philly maintains the same pace as us, both 10-4 on the season with 3 games left. Another big matchup now, another NFC South opponent. This time it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we are at home. So I'm expecting another, job where we just take care of business and keep it rolling. And those week 17 and 18 matchups are going to be crucial for how our playoff picture turns out. Of course, I want to maintain first in the division, get a division title, and pick up a home playoff game. That would be huge. But I think we may also be safe. If we get a win here, we should clinch a playoff spot regardless. So either way, that will be good news for us. But of course, I want to keep, the positive momentum going. Keep these good games going where we pick up wins left, right, and center. Let's take a quick look at the stats. How are we looking here? Ashton Jeanty nearly has 1,200 yards on the season, 18 touchdowns. That is what I'm talking about, man. He's having himself one hell of a rookie campaign here with the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones decided to pick him up, and finally one of his draft picks really pays out. I mean, they've drafted well here and there, to be fair. But look at that, man. Jeanty is leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns. The rookie is taking over the NFL. He's got 18 on the season. Mixon's got 17. Most yards in the league as well, I believe. Yes. So Ashton Jeanty, is he in contention for Offensive Player of the Year now? I mean, surely. You look at those numbers compared to everybody else. How can he not be? Offensive Player of the Year, where's Jeanty? Still in 7th, so he's not getting any love. The Lions, and rightfully so, they are 12-2 on the season. They have a lot of players in contention. Same with Defensive Player of the Year. D-Law is actually in 2nd for DPOY. That's not bad at all. And then Offensive Rookie of the Year, it is Ashton Jeanty, and I feel like that award should be his for the taking. I mean, look what he's doing right now in the NFL. Electric stuff for a rookie. Hopefully he can continue, man. 3 games left to go in the regular season. And there's actually one thing that I completely forgot about up to this point in the season. We can use these franchise points to continue to boost Jeanty with the offensive coordinator ability. I mean, look at it. Or we can do the offensive line. I mean, that would help us a lot. Unfortunately, though, the run block side is grayed out. They are focusing on pass block. So I think we're going to be selfish here and just increase his abilities. Why not? Let's go for it. We have 188 points to work with. All right, Ashton Jeanty is about to be more of a problem to the NFL than he already was. We've went ahead and used all of our points. +2 boost for breaking tackle, +2 boost for trucking, +2 on strength, stiff arm, and +1 on awareness. So Ashton Jeanty has just received an end of season major upgrade as well. I mean, I completely forgot about it, and we're going to go ahead and use it. Why not? Let's keep it going, man. So Jeanty with all those boosts is at an 89 overall. The rookie superstar running back is taking over the NFL. What else would you expect, man? You saw what he did in college, Heisman favorite. Why would he not continue in the NFL? What do the Buccaneers have in store for us? They get the game started with a touchdown. We tie it up. They go down, get a field goal. That does it for the first quarter. Come on, boys. Let's get some separation here. We finally get another touchdown on the board. Extend our lead. Let's get another one. There we go. Hold them off at halftime. So 21-10 going into the third. Can we extend the blowout here? 28-16. Not bad. They get a field goal. It's the fourth quarter now. And we're going to continue to jump forward here. Let's say just change of possession for now. I want to definitely keep this monitored closely. 36-19. And I think, boys, that should do it for this one. Hey, you guys saw, man, I have no problems jumping into close games, but I will gladly take some blowout wins, especially here near the end of the season, man. I am excited for the playoffs, and look at this, man, 49-19. We absolutely demolish the NFC South. The Panthers go down. The Bucks go down. We put up a 40-piece on both teams, boys, and the Cowboys are rolling, taking care of business. 4 touchdowns for Dak on only 212 yards. Does that mean that Jeanty had another monster performance? 15 attempts for 79 yards and 1 touchdown. So not bad at all. Fairly calm game. 5.2 yards per carry I will take. Another touchdown. I will gladly take that as well. Dak actually had 2 on the ground, so not bad from him. But hey, another dub. NFC South taking care of business. 2 games left in the season, man. Ashton Jeanty with another upgrade. We are going for power back once again because I want him to truck. Simple as that. We saw what he did in college, man, and I want him to just bulldoze people over. Bulldozer, spin cycle, and goal line back are still the three we're going with. He's at 90 overall with the +1 morale boost. We have the offensive coordinator traits helping him out as well. My guy is on fire right now, and he's finding his peak form right in time before the playoffs, man. This is what we need exactly going into these last 2 games of the season and the playoffs. All right, Philly, you guys don't stand a chance. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. They're 10-5. We're 11-4. We've clinched a playoff spot. So have the Eagles. All that's left to play for now is that NFC East title. And let's just say hypothetically in this situation, the Cowboys missed the playoffs, right? This is the year after Dak got injured and stuff like that. So we draft Jeanty and we go from not making the playoffs, let's just say if the Cowboys don't, to potentially an NFC East title, 11 wins secured. Hopefully we can get that Mike McCarthy record of going back to 12 wins. I mean, this is a huge game, boys. If we pick up a win here, that will actually secure the division title as well. We'll be 12-4. The Eagles will be 10-6. Mathematically, we secure the NFC East. Everything is on the line here, boys. A home playoff game, an NFC East title, and domination. Let's take it to the link. Let's take care of business. I know it's easy to lose focus near the end of the season, but there's a lot on the line here. And so far, so good in the first quarter. We trade blows with touchdowns each. It's 7-7. We take the lead, and we take the lead, and we take the lead. 28-10. The Dallas Cowboys are dominating. We know what's at stake here. The NFC East title. And I mean, we're absolutely on fire right now. I do want to get some reps, though, with Jeanty before the playoffs start, because it's been a minute since we've hopped on the sticks. I know it's a bit of a blowout. We don't normally hop into the game in these situations, but I think we definitely need to get rolling before the playoffs. We get some good blocking there. There goes Jeanty. Trucks one still on his feet. Who cares that we didn't get any gains on the play? 12 rushes for 138. Jeanty finally trucked a dude, and that's what I'm talking about, man. I've been wanting to do that since we got this career started. I know it didn't really result in a gain on the play, but man, oh man, does it feel good to just drop somebody. All right, Jeanty, get going. Get going. Put your head down. Wanted to truck him again. 3rd and 8. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I know I don't want to get carried away and potentially blow this one. But, yeah, I mean, we're just out here having fun, man. 11-4. It's 28-17. Dak does a good job of getting the pass there. Do we secure the first down? Yes, we... Oh, 4th and inches. Okay, not bad. We are actually going to run a QB sneak here. I know last time we tried to do this and we got blown up behind the line of scrimmage. So this time, we're just going to run a QB sneak with Dak, and we get enough to get the first down. Sometimes you just got to do it. We have to play smart football at the end of the day. You know, I want it to be the Ashton Jeanty show, but I also want to play good football and get success. And sometimes, you know, just got to let Dak do his thing. Not bad there. I mean, we only get 1 on the play. So the Eagles are doing actually a good job of stopping us ever since we've jumped on the sticks. He still has 145 yards, though. I mean, he's been absolutely cooking the Eagles defense in the simulation. Jeanty gets blown up again at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 7 now. So, I mean, I feel like we should have just left it in the simulation. Jeanty was cooking. Nevertheless, though, 3rd and 7 at the 46. If we can just cut out, he's going to find us. And unfortunately, I stopped running the route for whatever reason. That's not on Dak. That's fully on me. And we're just going to punt it away. And I think when it comes to this one, we're just going to end this game, boys, because it's getting ugly. The Eagles are actually coming back. We're hopping back in. I lied. We're hopping right back in. The Eagles take the lead. 2 minutes, 42 seconds remaining. And you know what time it is. It actually worked out perfectly. Let's get focused up. I was taking it way too easy, having way too much fun, trying to just truck everyone I see. It's time to play some good football and get warmed up before the playoffs start. Dak, good pass there. There's a flag on the play. It's on Jeanty. I wasn't paying attention, and I just started going after him. It's a legal block in the back on the offense. Boys, we got to get it. We got to get it tightened up here. We got to get it tightened up. I apologize. I'm absolutely blowing it right now. It's 28-31. Dak. I mean, I didn't even call for that one. Straight up. I didn't press X. Dak just tried to throw it to me, and he threw an interception. So I guess maybe I spoke too soon. The NFC East title will not be wrapped up after this one. It will be taken to the last game of the season. I think the script writers knew what was going on. We want to keep things interesting until the very end of the season. We're going to go ahead and just sim through it. I probably should have just kept it rolling. This is what I get for trying to get fancy, boys. I wanted to get warmed up for the playoffs, and instead we blow the NFC East division. We still have a chance in the last game of the season. And yeah, I mean, I just cost Jeanty probably one of the greatest games of the season. He had 125 before we hopped in. And then we hopped in and we kind of just ruined it. He had a 73-yard rush. Ashton Jeanty in the simulation had a 73-yard rush. That is crazy. So he's cooking defenses in the simulation as well. Unfortunately, we don't wrap up the NFC East there. We have a chance to secure it against the Commanders on the last game of the season. And that's when we need to focus up. I was goofing around way too much, having too much fun in that game against the Eagles. It's time to focus up here in the last game of the season. So I believe the Eagles are potentially playing the Giants on the last game, and we're playing the Commanders. We need to pick up a win. A win will secure the NFC East title. No more joking around and goofing off. Let's get focused up. Last game of the season before the playoffs start. Let's take care of business. And hopefully we can also secure Ashton Jeanty the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. That would be great. But let's tone it down. Let's reel it back in, boys. Let's curb our excitement. Okay, it's been a great season so far. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you are, smash that like button. Leave some comments down below to get this video out in the algorithm. But yeah, man, here it is. Last game of the regular season. Let's put on a show. All right, boys, let's just take care of business and get the NFC East title, please. Okay, I'm not going to sabotage it like I did last time. No score in the first quarter. We get a touchdown there in the second. Washington gets it right back. And we're just kind of going back and forth right now. Really not much, not even getting field goals. So it just seems like a very ugly game so far. I don't, blame the boys. It is the last game of the season. 21-13, fourth quarter time. And now we will jump in. I just want a good, clean, focused game. Our defense steps up big there to stop the Commanders from getting anything. And it's time to lock in, get focused. Again, this is the last game before the playoffs. So we need to have some good reps here. We're blocking with Jeanty. Dak is scrambling. Just nothing really happening on the play action. He goes down for a loss of 3. I mean, we tried there. No doubt about it. We were in the dirty business there, trying to block the oncoming traffic. And Jeanty just really couldn't make anything happen by himself. Dak is going to throw it to Jeanty. Another very risky throw. Dak is, I don't know what's going on, man. He is so inconsistent. He'll have games where he's incredible. And then he'll have games where, like against the Eagles there, that was on him. I did not press the button to be targeted. And there goes Dak. What's going on, man? He's blowing it for us. We're going to have to jump back to the next play. And we're going to try to play the offense once again. Can the boys step up? The Commanders convert on the 2-point conversion. They get 8 to tie it up. 5 minutes remaining, and we're no longer going to leave it up to Dak. I tried to give him the rock, let him pass the ball, but we're just going to have to put it in Jeanty's hands as absolutely nothing happens there. We get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Come on, boys. Let's get focused up, man. We can't be blowing the division right at the end of the season. Not after all this hard work. We're going to have to pass it here. It's not pretty at 3rd and 6. It's a little too far to try to go for it. We're wide open, Dak. Find us. There we go. There goes Jeanty. He can do it along through the passing game as well. And we pick up the first down. Don't worry, Dak. We're taking over. We're going to take this one out wide. Get some good blocking. There goes Jeanty. Tried to pull off the spin move, but the blocking kind of fell apart. And once again, I mean, the Washington Commanders run defense is out of this world. We've had games where we're able to do anything we want. But this Commanders D-line is really shutting the door. Good blocking there. There was a bit of a hole, but just can't squeeze through. 3rd and 8, Dak. We need you to convert here once again. We're going to get open. Find us, Dak. Find us. You got us all day. Jeanty, hold on. He drops it. His catching ability is not that great. And 4th and 8, we're just going to have to punt it away. So not the greatest display of offense so far. And the Commanders get a field goal, boys. And the Dallas Cowboys may very well be blowing the NFC East title. It looked like it was ours for the taking. We were destroying the Eagles. And then Dak throws that. 34 seconds left. I mean, again, we have Brandon Aubrey. So really all we need to do is just kind of get it within 60 and he can tie it up for us. But we're going to have to run some good plays here. We have one timeout left. We want to try to save that one until we are in field goal position. So, I mean, it's not looking good, boys. It is not looking good. And Dak goes and throws that incomplete. Come on, boys. 3rd and 10. Let's make something happen here. Dak throws it right down the middle to CD. I mean, we're going to have to use our timeout. It's 4th and 4. We really have no other option. Going to have to use our timeout. Try to get out of bounds here to stop the clock. Dak, just throw it. No, he goes down. Turnover on downs and we lose. And really all we need to do now is hope that the Eagles lost. Otherwise, we will be 2nd in our division and I think 5th in the NFC. So we fall apart with the last 2 games of the season, and I really hope that this is not a sign of things to come for the playoffs. Yep, so we finish as a wildcard team. The Eagles finished the year 12 and 5. We actually have 3 playoff teams coming out of the NFC East, so fair play to the Commanders. I feel like that big win there at the end of the season secured them a playoff spot. We are going to have to play the Panthers on the road in the first game of the wild card round. And going back to what was it, week 16, I want to say, we took care of business against the Panthers, or maybe week 15, and we put 42 on them. Something like that. I know we put a 40 piece on them. So, I mean, hey, if there was ever a matchup that we'd like, it definitely would be this one. There's one thing I want to look at. I don't know if the awards have been handed out just yet, but did Ashton Jeanty secure the offensive rookie of the year? He is first, so I think he got it, boys. I think Ashton Jeanty did win offensive rookie of the year, so great stuff there from him. That's what I'm talking about, man. Did he get a boost at all? Let's see the lineup. I don't know if they've been released yet or if it's coming out after this week. He's at 91 overall, +2 with the morale, so I mean, just a stud, absolute stud. Something in my eye, boys. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see until the awards are handed out. I don't think they've been officially handed out just yet. We finally have made the playoffs. I really didn't think this would happen, but I'm happy it did. Unfortunate that we took 2 L's to finish off the season. I mean, it would have been great to get to 12 wins and to secure the NFC East, but it is what it is, man. Looks like we're gonna have a long road ahead of us on the playoffs. Probably a lot of road games to come. We're just gonna have to continue to play well, take care of business, and hey, let's make a push here, man. Anything's possible now that we're in the playoffs. So I think right now, just to start the playoffs, I'm gonna keep the same style of game going where we just kind of sim through the first 3 quarters. I'll hop into the 4th quarter no matter what, but if you guys would prefer that I just play the entire playoff game, let me know and I can definitely do that going forward. But for now, I mean, it's looking good, man. 21-10 against the Carolina Panthers. We had a big road victory against them earlier in the season, so I expect really nothing less. The Panthers make it a 3-point game. It's the 4th quarter and it's time for us to jump in. So things are going to be interesting here. I thought we were going to run away with it there, but Carolina making a game out of it. They're sticking around. They converted a 2-point conversion to cut the lead down to 3. We definitely have to put points on the board. And there we go. There goes Jeanty. Puts his head down and gets going. 1st and 10. As we're able to secure the 1st down. Let's see if we can get a patented big time run here in the 4th quarter when we need it most. Jeanty's still going. He can't get knocked down. Falls forward and picks up 5. And that's what I'm talking about, man. He's got the C on his chest for a reason. He's showing up like a leader and he's getting the job done. This is playoff football, baby. It's not going to be pretty. You got to grit, you got to grind, and you have to make your way through and try to get the dub. As we get further, again, we're just a little too close to the defensive linemen, and it seems like we always get caught up. Only we can kind of just get away from them a little bit. We would have a lot of space to work with. A good run there from Jeanty secures the 1st down. We have to be very careful on these little looping routes because Dak likes to throw it. We called for it, but he finds Brandon Cooks. We do a good job of blocking there. That's what I'm talking about, Jeanty. Get involved in the blocking game as well. He's a team player at the end of the day. This is playoff football, man. It's going to take everyone to buy in and get the job done. We're going to go back to the ground here. Good blocking. There's a gap in the middle, and there goes Jeanty. If only he could have sprung loose there. He still gets 8 on the play, which is great, but there was a big gap. We just couldn't get away from the defenders in time. But either way, though, man, it's a good pickup of 8 on the play. Definitely take that all day, boys. All day long. Going back to Jeanty on the ground. Not much there. Blockers just didn't really react or move. Did not do anything. 3rd and 1, so we should still be able to kind of power our way through and pick up the 1st down. We're going to swap it over to the left. I like switching this play to the left. I feel like we get some pretty decent blocking. There goes Jeanty with the spin move. He gets pushed out. The defender did not fall for it. but it's still enough to pick up a big chunk of yards on the play. And Jeanty is cooking here, boys. Jeanty's back in the game, and we're going to give it right back to him. He's been finding a lot of gaps, and there's another one there if we can get some good blocking. Jeanty with the juke stays on his feet. We probably should have gone with the spin move, as he does have that ability there. Or maybe we should have even tried to truck. But it's okay, man. We'll take that big gain. At the 5-yard line, can Jeanty power his way home for a touchdown here in the playoffs? Falls just short at the 1-yard line. But either way, it should be enough to just dive in. And the Ashton Jeanty 1-yard patented touchdown should be underway here. Get going. The goal line skill takes into effect. The offensive linemen do a great job, and Ashton Jeanty finds his way into the end zone. Increases the lead for the Dallas Cowboys. This is playoff football, boys. It's going to take a lot of grit and determination to get the job done. And you know you're a playoff caliber team when you can run the ball. When you got a guy like Ashton Jeanty, you don't have to worry about that, boys. You can definitely get the job done. 28-18. Panthers get a field goal, so it's a 7-point game. We're not out of it just yet. We need a good drive here. I would take a field goal, but of course, if we can get a touchdown, it would be the dagger in the hearts of the Panthers. Jeanty falls forward. He has 106 on the game. Picks up 6 on the play. Not bad from Jeanty, man. I mean, he feels silky smooth at this point, man. His ratings have gone up through the roof. I mean, he just trucks that dude over. Ashton Jeanty is here, boys. Forget about him being a rookie, man. I don't want to hear any of that. This guy's a seasoned vet. You saw what he did in college, and it's just more of the same here in the NFL. Let's go, man. Ashton Jeanty, get going. Picks up 3 on the play. Considering, you know, they collapsed on us, I will gladly take that. We're just going to keep running it. It's as simple as that, boys. We're going to keep running the ball. They wait for us. And yeah, not much there. They read that one well. We can't allow the offense to get too predictable. I know I love running it with Jeanty, getting him stats. But you definitely have to be a little bit more mindful of incorporating the pass, because it just makes things a little more difficult for us. Good play there. Don't get any illegal block in the back. I feel like I have a bad habit of just running in and kind of letting the play do whatever they want to do. But a good pass there by Dak. Gets us the first down. 3 minutes left. Just going to let the clock continue to run out. Run the ball. Pound the rock. Good blocking there. There goes Jeanty. Good juke move. Makes one miss. Tries to pull out the spin move. And Ashton Jeanty is starting to feel himself here in the playoff game, boys. We are making our presence known. He's going to have to take a breather. And I think this might be a good time to allow Dak to kind of take over. We're going to run a play action. We're going to block with Dowdle. So stay there. Good pass by... It's an interception! Dak, what are you doing? We let him take over and he just throws it in the end zone. CD was covered all day. Thankfully, the defense helps us out. Dak Prescott nearly cost us the game. Ashton Jeanty was doing his mission to get us going here. And Dak almost threw it away, literally. He threw a pick in the end zone. Thankfully, though, we still get the win, and that is a playoff victory under our belt. Ashton Jeanty having a great game, and man, the Cowboys are rolling. We're probably going to have to play through road games the entire playoff run since we're a wildcard team. Maybe if there was an upset, it'll be a little bit easier, but man, that got way too close for comfort there at the end. I guess we can't give it up to Dak. Here's a look at the stats. I actually want to take a look at both. So Bryce Young, man, he's finding his game right now. Ever since he spoke to Rod Wave, he's been a new player. 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dak had 219, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, of course, right in the 4th quarter. But Ashton Jeanty, man, I mean, again, don't worry about his player profile there. I don't know why EA has a guy that has a buzz cut but has long hair. It is what it is. 25 attempts, 134 yards, and 1 touchdown, 4 broken tackles. I mean, what more can you say, man? He's an electrifying player. And with that playoff dub, he gets himself another upgrade. We are going to increase power back once again. So he has an 88 on that. I wonder if we have any other superstar abilities. Nothing yet. Oh, these are for 90. So if we can get a 90, even more powerful truck and stiff arm animations at 90 overall power back. So, I mean, Ashton Jeanty, watch out. If we can get him up to 95, we'll have human joystick and evasive. That would be great as well. So we have to keep that in mind. He's at 89 for that, so not far away, man. Ashton Jeanty, he's going to be an X factor in no time. So 1 playoff win in the books, and now we are in the divisional round where we have to go to San Francisco and play the 49ers. Things only get more difficult from here. It's the cream of the crop going to the top. in the playoffs. We can beat the Niners, man. I have full confidence in the boys to get the job done. We just have to play our game, play smart. And of course, we need Ashton Jeanty to absolutely pop off. The NFC West divisional winners, San Francisco 49ers, are awaiting the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, this could be a playoff run for the ages, boys. We'll be on the road the entire time, and if we can just find ourselves into the Super Bowl, anything is possible at that point, man. Let's just keep getting the job done, keep playing our game, and who knows? Ashton Jeanty might be a Super Bowl winner in his first season in the NFL. I hope I didn't just jinx it. So last time these two teams faced off in the playoffs, the Niners were victorious. Who knows, man? Maybe Jeanty will be the decision changer or the decision maker or the game changer, whatever you want to call it. All I know is we're up 21-0 against the Niners on the road, boys, in the simulation. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. It doesn't get any better than this. 28-0. Do we even bother jumping in, boys? The Niners are falling apart. Brock Purdy is falling apart. 28-7. We're simming through this one. 35-7. And the Dallas Cowboys are victorious in the divisional round on the road. Let's go, man. NFC Championship awaits. Niners fans cannot believe it. They get a playoff game at home and they end up losing. Let's take a quick look at the stats. Brock Purdy had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Dak, unbelievable stuff. 4 touchdowns, 23 of 30. And how did Jeanty do? 14 of 61, 1 touchdown. So not a huge game from him, but enough to get the job done. Dak was definitely carrying the load tonight, but we'll take it, man. It can't always be on Jeanty's shoulders. He is only a rookie after all. We need Dak to step up. He did well there. All right, boys, we booked our ticket to the NFC Championship, and it's a rematch against the Eagles. The NFC East title slipped out of our hands. We choked it late after we hopped into the game, but now we have a chance for some revenge, boys, and this time there's a lot more on the line than just a division title. The Super Bowl is 1 win away, and what better opponent than our NFC East rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles, away in Philadelphia as well. You know, the atmosphere is going to be crazy, and it's time for Ashton Jeanty and these Cowboys to show up, take care of business, and book our ticket to the Super Bowl. Let's take a look at the bracket actually and see the Colts and the Ravens are playing in the AFC Championship. So Anthony Richardson against Lamar Jackson, AR taking over in his second season, his full season as a starting quarterback, has booked the Colts into the AFC Championship. So it'll be interesting to see who we play against. Honestly, I would rather face the Colts. If I would have to choose, I would definitely pick the Colts, no doubt, as the Ravens beat the Bengals and then the Colts beat the Bills in the divisional round. So very interesting bracket to say the least. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We still have to play the Eagles. It's going to be a tough matchup, that's for sure. We actually have 117 franchise points to use. I think I'm going to go ahead and just max out everything I can for our running back to give Jeanty a nice boost. Increase his stiff arm, increase his strength. Trucking is already maxed out. We'll increase our blocking for our tight ends. That should give us a little bit more space. And there we go. We have all of that maxed out. Jeanty's going to be a problem, man. The Eagles better prepare. It's going to be a big battle of the running backs. Star running back Saquon Barkley against rookie Ashton Jeanty, the Phenom, has taken over. 1,508 yards on the season, 4.7 per carry. Saquon's got 1,222 and 5.5. Jeanty leads with 21 touchdowns compared to 18. Saquon's got him beat on the longest. He has an 80-yard run. Jeanty, though, not far behind with a 73. So this is going to be a huge matchup, man. This is going to be a big battle. A lot of star power on display. What more could you ask for from the NFC Championship? And boys, I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below for future iterations of this series. Let me know how you'd like me to progress with the playoffs. Right now, I will continue to just sim the first 3 quarters and jump into the 4th. Again, this is more of just a hypothetical simulation-based season scenario, right? We want to just see how Jeanty would perform on this roster. So it's not necessarily one that I have to be on the sticks for the entire duration of the game. If we do make it to the Super Bowl, I will definitely play that game full throughout. But let me know what you guys want to see in terms of the playoffs leading up to it. For now, we will sim this one. But again, like I said, in the future iterations of this series, I might go ahead and just play the full playoff game if that's what you guys want to see. But yeah, without further ado, man, let's get into it. NFC Championship, here we go. All right, boys, here we go. First quarter, the Eagles march down and score. We don't follow up right after. 7-7 after the first. It's a close game. Eagles get a field goal. We march down and get a touchdown. Another touchdown. It's 21-10. The Eagles cut the lead down just before halftime, and it's 21-17 going into the third quarter. We have a closely contested NFC Championship game. Cowboys against the Eagles. I would expect nothing less. Can we start off here? We give up a point. It's 24-24. I'm scrambling for words, boys. It's a big time fourth quarter. And you know what that means. We are hopping in. It's time to take over with Jeanty. Our defense does a good job of forcing a punt out of the Eagles. So there we go, boys. It's time to hop in, take over, and see if we can punch our way into the Super Bowl. Ashton Jeanty. I think the question was answered. What if Jeanty gets drafted by the Cowboys? It's safe to say that he might end up booking them into the Super Bowl as we get a big rush there to start off on first down. Jeanty's got the captain badge on his chest, and he's leading by example. Big run there to start it off. I was really hoping we could kind of break through and take it all the way to the house. That would have been something. But we're still taking over, boys. Fourth quarter, clutch time, Jeanty time. Let's keep it going, man. We get some good blocking. Our offensive line is really showing up for us right now. Another big gain. 16 rushes for 100. And it seems like Jeanty consistently breaks that 100-yard mark. He's really having an incredible season. I think he's like a 91 overall now with all the boosts and everything. So it's really no surprise as to why he is taken over. We're going to take this one out wide. We get some decent blocking. We just can't get around the corner. And unfortunately there, it's no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. We might be able to catch the Eagles off guard here. Let's try to take this inside zone. We get some decent blocking. Defensive tackle is able to shed the block. We're going to try to get open for Dak just in case here. We're always an option. It's a zone defense. We're wide open. And he doesn't catch it. Ashton Jeanty lets it go. It was a wide open play to be made. And the rookie cannot hold on. It should have been an easy conversion. And instead, Jeanty drops it. The Eagles get the ball back. They march down and they score a touchdown. It's a 7-point game with 5 minutes remaining. That one is going to be giving Jeanty nightmares if we end up losing this game. Should have been an easy conversion. And instead, Jeanty drops the ball. We're going to have to make up for it, man. We need a big drive here. And we know exactly how to make up for it. Let's just give it on the ground to Jeanty. Good spin move. Gets the first down. We continue to march down the field. We're going to continue to trust Dak. He's having a pretty good game. I think he's got 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. We'll get an option here for him. We get open. We take the hit, but we still make the play. Minimal pickup of 3, but the pressure was coming in. So sometimes you just got to take it and continue to move forward. Glad to see that Jeanty was able to hold on there. 2nd and 7 now. We're going to run it once again. Dropping it off. We get some decent blocking. Jeanty's able to take this one out wide. Good route running and maneuvering around the defense there. Picks up 4, even though it looked like everything was collapsing. Not bad to pick up 4, and now it's a 3rd and short. We should be able to punch our way through here with Jeanty. We hand it off. We get some decent blocking. Good truck there by Jeanty. Falls forward. His momentum carries him. He's just too strong, too powerful. And once again, we get a fresh set of downs, and Jeanty is taken over on the ground here in the 4th quarter. We're also doing a good job of taking some time off the clock. We're going to cut right in the middle here. Defense does well to kind of get back to it. Only a pickup of 3 on the play. We have to be a little bit careful. We don't want to leave, not enough time on the clock as to where if the Eagles go down and score, we won't really have any options. Dak takes it out wide to the right. 3rd and 1, so it was a short completion. We were originally going to run it out left, but I like the numbers on the right. And really all I'm focused on right now is just securing the first down. We get some good blocking, and there goes Jeanty. Can he truck? He trucks him, takes him down to the ground. And Ashton Jeanty showing up once again in the clutch, making his mark known in the NFC Championship game. Absolutely demolishes the defender in front of him. And let's see if we can punch it home here, boys. We get some good blocking, and there goes Jeanty off to the races. Once again, it's another first down. 24 rushes for 155. This man is on fire. We're going to try to run this halfback stretch here at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. But we don't really get any blocking. We actually lose 1 on the play. We're out in the passing game now. Jeanty covered 1-on-1. Ball goes up. It's 3rd and goal at the 1. Brandon Cooks was able to make a good reception. And this time, we are going to go back to the ground. When you're this close and you have a running back like Ashton Jeanty who can just power his way through, there's really only one thing left to do, and that's secure the touchdown here. Gap opens up, and there we go. Jeanty punches his ticket into the end zone, does a little dance, and now we're 1 point away from tying it up. Not a lot of time left on the clock. Our defense is really going to have to step up. I think there's like 50 seconds left. Does Aubrey make the field goal? He does, and we're going into overtime. So our defense stepped up, didn't give anything up to the Eagles. We did a good job of draining the clock, and the NFC Championship game has officially gone into overtime. Last time we were in overtime was against the Lions, and Jeanty took it to the house and won the game for the Cowboys. Can we have more of the same here? First run, not ideal. Only picks up 1 on the play. On second down, it was a passing play and we were blocking. Dak had to throw it away, so now we find ourselves in a very difficult situation here. 3rd and 9. It's another passing play. Dak gets it to CD, but it's 4th and 3. I mean, we have a big decision to be made now. If we punt it, the Eagles could potentially go down and a field goal would win it for them. But then again, if we go for it and we mess up, they're already in field goal range and they essentially win the game. I think we have to punt it away. I mean, I would like to try to go for it on 4th and 3. Maybe we could call a screen, but that is so risky. Do we risk the NFC Championship game on a gutsy 4th and 3 at our own 37? We're going for it, boys. You got to risk it for the biscuit. All guts and glory here. 4th and 3 at our 37. If we mess up, the Eagles win the game. Dak doesn't get the screen off. And I think that's going to do it. Potentially one of the worst play calls in NFL history. We could have punted it away. I mean, it was there. Dak just couldn't get the ball off. And the Eagles kick a field goal. And that does it. We lose in the NFC Championship game on a controversial play call. I thought we could pull it off, man. I really did. And that's where the journey ends. We make it to the championship game and we lose to the Eagles. Listen, we could have punted it away for sure. But that doesn't stop the Eagles from potentially going down and winning it by a field goal. We needed a touchdown there. It was a horrible play call on 2nd down. That one hurts, man. I mean, Jeanty did his thing. He absolutely took care of business and did his thing. I mean, he's a walking highlight reel. We really had a chance to take it all the way. And some might say that not winning the NFC East and having to play on the road really cost us. You can't be giving up games in the regular season. Jeanty did his thing, just like every other day. 27 for 156, 5.7 and 2 touchdowns. Dak had a decent game, 17 of 27 for 2 touchdowns. But when we needed big plays, he couldn't make them. That one hurts, man. Very questionable play call, I will admit. Sometimes you just got to go for it. Pro Bowl rosters were released, and halfback 1 for the NFC is Ashton Jeanty. Christian McCaffrey is 2nd. Kenneth Walker is 3rd. But Jeanty, the rookie, booking his spot as HB1 in the Pro Bowl. I mean, he had an incredible season, man. I'm surprised he was not in the running for Offensive Player of the Year. There it is, man. If you guys can see the achievement in the top right, Rookie of the Year. So Ashton Jeanty, I'm assuming, did win Offensive Rookie of the Year. If we can take a look at the awards, hopefully we can get a better look at that. In-season awards, yearly awards. MVP, Brock Purdy wins the MVP. No way, boys. Are you kidding me? We actually destroyed the Niners in the divisional round, but Brock Purdy has won league MVP. Mr. Irrelevant becoming the most valuable player. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jeanty finished 5th for voting in that. Hutchinson wins DPOY, so 2 Lions winning Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. And they were nowhere to be found in the playoffs. Very interesting how that works. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Ashton Jeanty. So Jeanty, the rookie running back, drafted by the Cowboys, took him all the way to the NFC Championship game, had an incredible season, most touchdowns for a running back, and wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think it's safe to say that on an individual level, Jeanty had an incredible season. He continued his success that he found in college, made a name for himself, and at this point, the sky is the limit. I wonder if he got an upgrade into a superstar X Factor. Winning Offensive Rookie of the Year, I feel like that should be enough. Yes, he did. So let's take a look at Ashton Jeanty. Future of the franchise, trophy earned. We're going to increase elusive back because that'll give us the joystick juke ability, whatever it's called. He's got another one, so why not increase power back? I mean, If we do run this back for season 2, he will be an absolute machine. X Factor abilities, superstar abilities. I mean, boys, what an incredible season. I hope you guys enjoyed. And let me know, man, if you guys want to see a season 2 where we try to win MVP and try to win a Super Bowl with Jeanty and the Cowboys, let me know in the comments down below. That's going to do it for this episode, boys. Jeanty to the Cowboys. I'd say it was a success on an individual level. I mean, the team success was pretty good too. We got it to the NFC Championship game and we lost in overtime. It's tough. It hurts, but what can you do, man? But yeah, let me know, boys. You want to see a season 2? Smash that like button and let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, peace.